After a long winter, spring feels like a breath of fresh air. And with that in mind, it is a perfect time to create a seasonal capsule wardrobe and organize and declutter. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So if that is something you're keen to see, grab yourself a cuppa and let's get into the video. I am going to start off by curating my spring capsule wardrobe. Now, in the past, I've made this an extreme minimalist capsule wardrobe of only 10 pieces, but for this season, I'm going to be a little bit more flexible and allow myself however many pieces that I deem necessary or desirable, really focusing on things that are going to create that spring feel and also elements of my wardrobe that maybe I haven't worn in some time and I really want to get some use out of in the next couple of months. So rather than 10, this time I've selected 15 items, which I think is going to be a little bit more manageable. In my 10 items, it was a little bit more of a challenge when it came to getting things washed on time, and there were some times where I was left a little bit short. So I did select 2 jumpers because at least September and maybe some days throughout the rest of the spring season, we are going to have some chilly weather. So I've got this cute one with lovely florals on it, which I thrifted a couple of months ago, and this blue one has been a staple in pretty much every seasonal wardrobe for the last couple of years. I also picked out this matching top and skirt set. This one is secondhand from my sister and I've had it for a couple of years, but I really haven't got enough use out of it over the last couple of years. I have been tempted on many occasions to get rid of it simply because I'm not using it enough, but I just love it so much. So I decided to put it as part of my spring capsule wardrobe this year to really try and get some use out of it and to be a bit more creative about mixing and matching it with different things. I have picked out a couple of dresses. This one was also from my sister. It's this lovely sort of cream with green flowers on it. And then this one I picked up secondhand a couple of months ago, but I haven't had a chance to wear it yet with all the cold weather. And it's this sort of mustardy color. It's a bit of an unusual color for me and it is quite low, but I do have a singlet as part of my capsule wardrobe that I will need to be wearing underneath this one. This next sage green dress I love. I bought it earlier this year when I was on a little family vacation and it got so much wear before the cold weather hit, and I think that it is the perfect spring color. Now for tops, I have this blue top and I typically don't like to wear this green dress without something underneath it unless it is really hot weather. So chances are I will probably put this blue top underneath that one to give me a little bit of extra coverage. My next top is another one that I picked up this year secondhand. It is just this cream one with patterns. And then I'm also going to have this blue stripe top as part of the mix as well. And underneath this, I just have a plain white singlet. And I will need to wear that singlet under both this dress and this top because they are a little bit too low cut, but I could also wear the singlet just by itself with a pair of the pants that I've selected if it is a particularly hot day. So other than the skirt that is part of this matching set, I've picked one other skirt. It is another one that I grabbed secondhand from my sister with these lovely florals. It feels very spring. This one I also contemplated putting in the donate pile only for the fact that it's sometimes a little bit tight around my waist, but I just really can't part with it at this point because I think it is just so beautiful. So I am going to put it as part of my spring capsule wardrobe this year and hope that it is something that I can get use out of before I need to part with it, or maybe it's something that is just going to magically fit me. We will see. I'm being optimistic here. Then I selected 2 pairs of pants. We've got these white sort of cotton flowy beachy pants. These are also secondhand from my sister. And actually so are these jeans. So in fact, majority of this wardrobe is either secondhand that I picked up from a knot shop or secondhand that I picked up from my sister. In fact, it seems like there are only 2 new pieces as part of this capsule wardrobe, which really is just a testament to my low buy year and how shopping secondhand or getting things for free has just become a staple part of my life these days. Now, obviously I would mix and match any of the long sleeve, short sleeve, singlet tops with these. I could wear any of the jumpers over the top of them as well. I'm also quite partial to the idea of wearing one of my jumpers over a dress. I know that it's maybe a look that a lot of people don't like, but it's something that I think is kind of cute. And then the only other item that I have that I've not shown is a plain white t-shirt, and I just put it in the wash today. It is wet, but it's pretty self-explanatory, and I feel like it is something that would go great with either of those pair of pants, or even something that I could wear with either of the skirts if I wanted a little bit more of a casual look. So this is my 15-piece spring capsule wardrobe. Let me know down in the comments below which item, if any, is your favorite. And now it's time to bring everything else out of the cupboard and start the curation and decluttering process. Let's go. So I now have 14 free hangers, and I got rid of at least like 10 plus items that were folded up and didn't have a hanger. And I really needed these because there is a heap of other items that I would like to hang up and have those on display so that I can easily access them and actually remember that they're part of my wardrobe. So here is a little tour thus far. In this section, we've got my spring capsule wardrobe. And then over this side, we've got the rest of my clothes, of which I hung up a heap that were folded. So it's looking quite sparse, but also a good selection. And you can definitely tell the two colors that are my favorite. And then up there in that basket, I've got some more seasonal items. So summer pajamas and hats and swimmers as well. And then in here, I've got a whole heap of extra space. We've got shorts, t-shirts, singlets, and workout clothes. And I think over here, I'm going to put my pajamas, which will create a heap of room in my bedside drawer to put all of my books that I am currently reading at any one point of time. Then these are the things I'm getting rid of. I've got 2 bags that are going to be donated, and then also a bag of shoes. And then the third bag are things that I borrowed from my sister that don't quite fit or look right that I'm going to return, or bits and pieces that I'm going to get rid of that I want to offer to my family first. Then down in my study wardrobe, I have a small collection of work attire because truly I am not ready to merge those two aspects of my life at the moment. A big thing that really helped me curate not only my spring capsule wardrobe, but also the other items that I am going to keep, and also thinking about any future purchases, is taking into consideration color analysis. Now, you can pay for a professional, maybe like hundreds or even thousands of dollars, to come and do like a full top to bottom color analysis session on you, or you can just go on Google like I did and type in color analysis quiz free, and there are a number of different options. I actually did a few different ones of those because they have slightly different questions and slightly different information at the end, but no matter how many I did, it pretty much all came out with the same result, which is that I am a soft summer, which means that blues, particularly light blues, sage greens, mauves, neutrals, pastel purples are really my go-to colors that are going to match my hair, my eyes, my complexion, and really highlight and accentuate those features. And things like very dark colors or very bright colors are things that I should avoid. The next thing that I did with that information in mind was head over to Pinterest, and I just typed in soft summer color scheme, soft summer capsule wardrobe, soft summer style ideas, and I pinned a heap of those to my style inspiration board to really help me gain an idea about what color combinations and what fashion choices are going to really suit me, so that I can take that into consideration for not only the things that I currently have in my wardrobe, but future purchases as well. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today as we curate my spring capsule wardrobe, declutter and organize. I hope that it motivated and inspired you to do the same for your closet as well. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below. I upload new ones every single week. With that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.